guys, it's Niche and I'm coming to you today with another weight loss video. I told you guys before that this is definitely an avenue that I'm going to explore a lot more on my channel, and I want to follow up with what I said. I did get a question on the 100-pound weight loss video that I posted, so I want to answer that question and kind of open the door for any more conversations that you guys want to have with me about the subject. So Sarah Harris commented and said, can I do a video on what motivated me to lose weight and what I ate daily? So I'm going to start with the first part of the question. What motivated me to lose weight? So I have been overweight probably my entire life. I was just always a big person. I had kind of come to grips with being big. I mean, I'm still big, so, you know, but I had kind of just come to terms with who I was, you know what I'm saying? I really wasn't unhappy necessarily with myself or my weight. I kind of low-key always wanted to lose weight, but I never really had the motivation to do so. I have lost weight in the past about, probably almost 8 or 9 years ago. I was a little bit smaller than I am now, but I started off much smaller than I started off this time. And I was working out with a friend of mine, and I just really didn't enjoy the entire process. It just wasn't something that I was into, you know what I'm saying? So I gained it back really quickly. I will say probably because I chose to diet as opposed to looking at the experience as an entire lifestyle change. So I was just, I don't know how to explain it. I just got to a place in life where my head was like super duper foggy. I could have been depressed, you know what I'm saying? I never really saw anybody professionally to get that diagnosis, but I'm sure that I wasn't far from it if I was not. And I just really didn't know like which way to turn or where I was going or what I was doing. My mind was just cluttered. Like, that's the best way I can explain it. So personally, I was going through a lot. I was in a relationship for a very long time, and it had just gotten to a place where there was just a lot of uncertainty. I felt really unhappy about that. I was not unhappy about my weight, but I knew that I was gaining weight, and I kind of got to a place where my hectic schedule had kind of caused me to start kind of dropping some pounds, and I was a little excited about that. I just wanted to make some lifestyle changes. I knew I was getting older. Kind of having lupus hanging over my head on a regular, definitely, you know, it's something that I always think about. It was just like, okay, girl, you need to go to the gym, you know? And so I was like, okay, I joined a gym. I really wasn't going for real. But then because of the lupus, you know, I would get like super duper sore. So somebody told me that if I go and kind of rework the muscles that I previously worked, that would help ease the pain, right? So I got in a habit of where I was like doing, like, let's just say arms on Monday, legs on Tuesday, core on Wednesday. So by Thursday, I would go back and do arms again. And then Friday, I would do legs again. And then Saturday, I would do core again. And then Sunday, I would just do cardio. Once I realized that it actually did help me with my muscle soreness, I was like, well, I guess I gotta go every day, you know, to not be sore. So I kind of just got in the habit of going in order to fight the pain. But after about a month or so of going every single day, I realized that the fog in my head was clearing. Like, I was able to process thought a lot easier. Like, my energy felt different, and not, you know, not like that kind of energy, like my aura, my energy, who I was. It just felt different. I started seeing things a little bit more clearly. Like, conversations started making more sense. I was able to think through things and kind of have an ABC endpoint when I was like trying to like process thoughts. It was amazing to me. And then I realized well, damn, I actually kind of like going to the gym. Who knew? And that kind of started me working out every day. So it was like a combination of things. It was just like an evolution, so to speak, that kind of got me to the place where I was really accepting of wanting to lose weight and being okay with who I was, and knowing the changes that I needed to make, and falling in love with the gym and falling in love with the process. So that's kind of what happened with that. Now, as far as food goes, I definitely recommend talking to somebody who knows what they're doing, especially when it comes to your specific diet, your specific body type, your specific goals, which is why I spoke about my trainer in the last video. I think if you start doing things the right way, you can kind of circumvent a lot of the problems that you may have on your journey along the way. But I will tell you that one of the most important things that I did for me, and this is just me, was I'm a fat girl. I love food, right? So I took the thing that was the hardest for me. For me, that was sodas. I was a Mountain Dew addict. I love the Dew. So I stopped drinking Mountain Dew first. Like, that was step one. Once I got to a point where I knew I could, you know, do without the Dew, and I completely eliminated that from my life, I kind of knew I was able to do anything. So then I graduated it to getting rid of the juice, because I kind of just replaced Mountain Dew with juice, which calorie wise and sugar and all that bad stuff, it wasn't much better. So I eliminated juice, and then I was completely water only. So once I got to a water only point in my journey, I started cutting back on what I was eating. And then I went from cutting back on what I was eating to incorporating better foods into my diet and substituting things. So instead of chips, I would eat popcorn. Instead of ice cream, I would eat a popsicle. It was one of those things. And so what I did was just a whole lot of like cutting back and eating meat and vegetables. But that's not always the answer. Cutting out carbs completely definitely is not the go-to answer. It wasn't my intent. I just felt like if I eat a little bit of pasta, I'm gonna want a lot of pasta. If I eat a little bit of bread, I'm gonna want a lot of bread. So I kind of cut those things out. I'm having to kind of incorporate them back into my diet and make some changes. So definitely reach out to somebody who knows what they're doing. Hit up my trainer. Like, he's a strength and conditioning coach. He's really getting my life together, and he's changed my diet, he's changed my workout. So I'm excited to see those changes being implemented in my body. But that is the short answer. So I hope this video has been helpful. Like, I keep watching the time because I really don't want to make these super duper long-winded, but hopefully that covers that question. So if you guys have any more questions, definitely hit me up. I told you guys I'm going to kind of take you into the gym with me a little bit more and kind of let you in on what I'm doing and how I'm like sculpting myself out at this part of my journey. So I look forward to hearing from you guys, and questions, comments, concerns, drop them down below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Y'all be good as always.